Charter schools are publicly funded schools that have more freedom when it comes to curriculum, budget, and personnel decisions than traditional public schools. This can be used to students' advantages if used correctly, but most charter schools take advantage of this, which leads them to be shut down because of mismanagement. Charter schools have a 15% closure rate, which is dramatically higher than the percentage of traditional public schools ever closed. In 2016 alone, around 300 charter schools have been shut down. In a study done by the Center for Education Reform, 41.7%, or almost half, of charter schools were shut down because of financial problems, meaning they couldn't attract enough students to get funding for the school. According to the Center for Popular Democracy, 15 states in 2014 wasted $200 million due to closures of fraud, which could lead to $1.4 billion of taxpayer money down the drain the next year alone. Furthermore, when a child changes from a traditional public school to a charter school, the money for education aid follows them, requiring the government to shift funding from other city departments to maintain the traditional public school budget, leaving less money in the government to maintain other important aspects of the city. Additionally, 24% of charter schools close because of mismanagement and fraud. Charter schools have a bad reputation for using the school's money for personal interests and for being unable to correctly lead a school. More and more charter schools are becoming privately run by for-profit management organizations who run the schools. These privatizers are selective about student enrollment and seek out more advanced students to keep the school running and increase their profits, decreasing the educational chances for the students in need. The organizations are less interested in educational innovation and instead skimp on education costs to turn a profit and focus mostly on standardized testing to keep the school alive. In a study by the St. Petersburg Times, for-profit charter schools spend about $2,000 less per student than traditional public schools. The for-profit organizations hurt the learning opportunities greatly for the students. Finally, 18.6% of charter schools close because of academic problems, meaning they failed to achieve their main mission of educating children. A study by Stanford University's Center for Research on Education Outcomes concluded that 83% of children in charter schools are doing worse or no better than students in traditional public schools. Many charter schools in America every year aren't meeting the needs of their students, and not only does it cost taxpayers millions of dollars, it also affects the children greatly and limits their educational opportunities. Without more regulations for them, charter schools are not a good alternative to traditional public schools.